Welcome to Shinto News.
Here are the recent updates on the war.
Japan has currently won the naval battle of Coral Sea on May 8, 1942.
Thanks to the efforts of our troops in Japan is now winning the war on the Pacific Front.
Now an interview with the key leader of the battle, Shigeyoshi Inoue.
The people of Japan want to know how you planned for the battle.
Our strategy was to sink the American oil ships and the fleet carrier.
Thanks, Shinji, for that insightful question to Shigeyoshi. Now we are going to be talking about the Bataan Death March.
Go! 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 The Bataan Death March, which began on April 9, 1942, was a forcible transfer of American prisoners after the Battle of Bataan, which took place in the Philippines. The march went from Mariveles, Bataan to San Fernando, Pampanga.
The 80-mile march resulted in very high fatalities inflicted upon prisoners and civilians alike by the Japanese army.
Prisoners were stripped of their weapons and valuables and told to march to Balanga, the capital of Bataan. The first major tragedy occurred when between 350 and 400 Filipino officers and NCOs were executed after they had surrendered.
Attack on Pearl Harbor was a surprise military strike conducted against the United States Naval Base in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. It was on the morning of December 7, 1941. The attack led to United States entry to World War II. There were many Japanese attacks on the US-held Philippines and on the British Empire in Malaysia, Singapore, and Hong Kong. The attack had several major aims. First, it intended to destroy important American fleet units, thereby preventing the Pacific Fleet from interfering with Japanese conquest of the Dutch East Indies and Malaysia. Second, it was hoped to buy time for Japan to consolidate its position and increase its naval strength before shipbuilding authorized by the 1940 Vincent-Walsh Act. Finally, it was meant to deliver a severe blow to American morale, one which discouraged Americans from committing to a war extending into Western Pacific Ocean and Dutch East Indies. To maximize the effort on the morale, battleships were chosen as the main targets. Since they were the prestige ships of any navy at the time, the overall intention was to enable Japan to conquer Southeast Asia without interference.
What do you think about the progress of the war right now?
I think that Japan is making great progress in the war right now, and we are going to pull through and win the war because of our superior planes and military tactics such as kamikaze and bonsai charging.
Could you tell me a little bit more about the kamikaze?
So kamikaze is when the pilots of our planes, the Zeros, have no other option but to dive bomb into enemy ships, and it's the best way for pilots to die because it's death with honor, and it is also making progress against the enemy.
What do you think is our best military tactic right now?
I think that one of our best military tactics is bonsai charging, which is charging at the enemy with rifles with bayonets attached to them and not holding back and just full out charging and then like stabbing me.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Japanese soldier?
The ordinary life of a Japanese soldier is very difficult because we are in constant danger of being sent to detainment camps if we get captured by Americans.
Mhm.
We are also in. We fight in islands and marshes, and the islands are one of the worst places to fight, as well as the fact that when we pilot, it's very dangerous for us, but in truth, it's worth it because we're constantly waiting for Mother Japan and sacrifices. Dying with honor is what strives in Japan. This is what we are all about, and I feel as though that with hard sacrifice and true nationalism, we can make Japan proud and show the world what we're made of.
Is it true that you fight for honor instead?
I fight for honor.
Is that your main reason why you fight in the war?
The main reason why I fight is to make Mother Japan proud and fight for my honor, fight for my family's honor and dignity, to bring honor within my family and keep Japan, make Japan what a great power in the world.
Do you think the generals like help you accomplish this goal?
The generals are the greatest teachers to me in my life. They have taught me a lot of war tactics.